Hello friends, univariate analysis simply means analysis of one variable at a time. In this video, I am going to explain you about the common approaches used for performing univariate analysis using SPSS. The common approaches used for univariate analysis are frequency tables, diagram, descriptive statistics. Under descriptive statistics, we will examine the measures of central tendency and measures of dispersion. So let's start. In order to perform univariate analysis, you need a data file. Data file can be created in SPSS like this, as I have created, or it can be imported from other formats. To import the file, you click on File, Import Data, and click Excel. If your data file is in Excel format, CSV format, text format, and there are a number of formats. You can click any of the format in which your data file is saved. Go to the location of the Excel file, select it, click open, and now this Excel file format will be shown here, which will be imported. Click OK to get the file. Now let me give you a description about this data file. This data file is related to children, their gender, weight, height, education, class in which they are studying, caste, family income, monthly family income, and type of house, the kacha house or pakka house. So these variables have been defined in the variable view, as you can see here, and the data has been entered in data view file. So we can see the data has been entered in numbers and the categories so specified are being reflected in the data view. Now let us go to the first approach of univariate analysis. In order to obtain the frequency tables, we will click Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Frequencies. For whatever variable you want the frequency, transfer that variable to the variable box. I will transfer gender to the variable box. Now click on Charts. Right now I want bar chart, and the bar chart will reflect the percentage of cases. If you want number of cases in the bar chart, you can select these frequencies. Otherwise, if you want the percentage of cases, you can select the percentage. So click continue and now click display frequency tables. Click OK. Now this is how output is generated. First table is about the valid cases in the data file. Second table is about the frequency distribution. So as you can see here, this table shows there are 11 male children, 9 female children. The percentage is 55% and 45%. The valid percentage is also 55% and 45%. The difference between this percent and valid percent is this is the total percentage of all the male respondents and female respondents together, and this valid percentage actually excludes any missing value from the data to calculate the valid percentage. In this data file, there is no candidate whose gender is missing. So the percent and valid percent both are same. Had there been any missing value for male or female candidate, this percentage and valid percentage would have been different. Moving on to the graphical presentation. This is the bar graph. There are male and female represented by two bars. Now you can customize this bar graph by double clicking this bar graph and chart editor will open. Now here you can edit the chart, whatever values you want to change or add, you can add the values selecting these various options. So if you want to show the data labels, click on this, there will be the data labels added to the bar graphs. So what is the percentage of males and what is the percentage of females will be reflected in the graphs. Similarly, if you want the graph to be transposed, you click on this transpose chart coordinate system and the graph will be transposed. If you want, you can change the color of the graph as well by these different options. Okay, you can apply this color or you can select a particular box to fill the color. and by closing this box will lead to the final graph. Now you can copy this graph and paste it anywhere by simply right clicking and copy option, and you can copy it and paste it anywhere. Frequency table can be generated for all kind of variables, whether it is nominal variable or scale variable. We can generate the frequency table. To generate the frequency table for scale variable, you can simply click analyze descriptive statistics frequencies and transfer the variable, any scale variable, say for example weight, and generate the display the frequency tables. If you do it like this, you will see that there will be a long table of all the weights and their respective frequencies. So instead of getting this type of frequency table, you can customize it by converting weight variable into categorical variable. So you can group the categories of the weight by simply the recode option. So recode into different variable, take weight, give name, weight underscore categories, change, find old and new values. Now I will recode scale variable into categorical variable based upon the range of data. Click on this range, lowest through value. So first value I will take lowest through less than 25 kg, and I will give this as a new value as 1. Second value I will put by the range from 26 kg to 40 kg. I will give the next value as 2, and third value I will give as 41 to 55 kg. I will give this weight value as 3. The last would be the value through highest. So this would be greater than 56 and above. The value level is 4. That's how I have recoded the scale variable into 4 categories. Now click on continue and click OK. Now the new variable has been created in the data file, which is weight as categories. If you want to see what are these categories, you have to define these categories into the variable view. Here you define the variable categories. The one value is weight less than 25 kg. Okay. 2 is between 26 to 40 kg. Third is between 41 to 55 kg. And fourth is more than 56 kg. Now you will see that categories are appearing in the weight category. Okay. So now you can easily make a frequency distribution frequencies and select this variable now, weight categories. Okay. Now you see your table has been customized, and now you can see less than 25 kg there are 7 children, between 26 to 40 kg there are 7 children, 41 to 55 kg 5 children, and more than 56 kg there is 1 child. Okay. So the valid percentage and the percentage both are reflected in this table. You can see the graphical presentation as well. Now you can customize this graphical presentation by double clicking, and you know the procedure. Next common approach is descriptive statistics under univariate analysis. Before we do it through SPSS, let us understand the basics of descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics include measures of central tendency and measures of dispersion. Now, measures of central tendency include mean, which is nothing but a simple average. Mean could only be used for scale variable, but it is also seen to be used for ordinal variable as well. The mean is generally influenced by outliers. Outliers are the extreme values at both the ends of the distribution. For example, if you see the weight, all the weights they range from 22, 23, 48, 49, 32, 37 and like that. But one weight, 99, is the outlier, and it will affect the average weight of all the children. Next measure of central tendency is median. Median is the midpoint in the distribution of values which divides the entire distribution into equal parts. It is not affected by the outliers, and it can be used for both ordinal variable as well as scale variable. Mode is another measure of central tendency, which is most frequently occurring value in the distribution. It can be employed for all type of variables. The measures of dispersion, the most popular measures are range and standard deviation. Range is simply the difference between the highest and lowest values associated with any scale variable. However, range is influenced by the outliers. Another important and the best measure of dispersion is standard deviation, which is average amount of variation around the mean. So higher is the standard deviation, it means the data is scattered, and lower is the standard deviation, it means data distribution is centered around the mean. Standard deviation is affected by the outliers, but unlike the range, the impact is offset by dividing the number of values in the distribution. Now let us see how to obtain the descriptive statistics in SPSS. Go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and Frequencies. Pick the variable for which you want the descriptive statistics. So I want descriptive statistics for weight. Click Statistics, and you can see here the various statistical measure of central tendency, dispersion. So select the mean, median, mode. Among the measures of dispersion, you can select range and standard deviation. There are other measures as well: standard error of mean, maximum and minimum values, variance, and so on. Skewness and kurtosis is also shown in this box. Let us not go for any chart. Click None Chart, Continue, and then click OK. Now you can see that here is the descriptive statistics given for weight variable as mean of the weight is 35.2 kg, median is 31.5 kg, mode is 23, which is appearing for most of the children. 23 kg is the weight which is for many children. As you can see in the frequency distribution also, 23 kg weight is for 3 children. Similarly, 42 kg is also for 3 children. So actually this distribution is bimodal. Means there are two values of mode, one is 23, another is 40, which are occurring most of the time. Standard deviation is 70.567 kg and range is 79, which is nothing but it is a difference between maximum and minimum weight. As you can see, maximum weight is 99 kg and minimum weight is 20 kg. So the difference between 99 and 20 is 79, which becomes range of the distribution. The value of standard deviation 17.567 means on an average the weight of the children varies by 17.567 kg around the mean. So friends, hope you liked the video. For more updates on similar videos, please like, share, subscribe and press the bell icon for the immediate notifications.